Hi, Heathcote friends. We're going to be working on scooping our sentences as we read. That's a new term for us in kindergarten, but scooping means when we read and when we talk, we don't just talk without breathing. So when we scoop is when we take a breath, okay? So if I said, hi, how are you? You notice that pause after I said hi? That's where I would be scooping if I was reading. So we're going to practice reading some sentences. I also hope that you also looked at my video and you went over the letter sounds, our digraphs, and our sight words. Though learning all of that will help you with this next activity. So we're going to look at this first sentence. My first sentence starts with a word that goes meg, meg, which happens to be my first name. It also happens to be a word that we can tap out. We can tap out the word meg, but we cannot tap out this word. This word is a sight word. It is the sight word is. So far we have meg is, and then we have another word. Some of you will know this right away. Some of you might have to tap it out, and that's okay. So I like to tap out with my fingers. So we're going to start. S-a-d, s-a-d, sad. And then I'm going to go back and read it again fluently. Meg is sad. Okay. I can say that whole sentence in one breath. Meg is sad. But our next sentence, if you notice my arrows, we're going to have to take a breath. Let's look at this. I'm going to give you the red words in here first, are our snap words. We can't sound these out. There are two in this sentence. The first one is had. H-A-D is the word had. And then we have the word T-H-E, the. You should know that one by now. And if you don't, we'll practice it. So those are the two words I have to know in a snap. Those are words I have to recognize when I see them. So I know those words are had and the, but the rest of the words I can sound out. My first word starts with a P. I'm going to get my mouth ready and start with that p, 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 at, pat. Pat had the red at hat. So now I've said all the words in the sentence. Now I'm going to go back and practice my scooping. So we'll start with Pat had the red hat. Let's say that again. Pat had the red hat. Perfect. Now we're going to go down to the third sentence and notice that there are two more snap words. They're the same ones in the sentence before. I know you're going to recognize them as had and the. We're going to go through that sentence and sound out the words, and then we're going to go back and read it in our scoops. Jim had the red, and it's a new word, mug. Jim had the red mug. Even when you say that, you take that pause. Jim had the red mug. So your job today is to go back and you're going to read those sentences. You can read your sentences out loud to a grown-up. It's also in Seesaw. You can record yourself, reading it, and sending it to all of your teachers. Keep up the good work. Go Heathcote Huskies.